Gotcha! Welcome to the Practice Hub, where we are going to get a full singing lesson for singing the wonderful, sublime, Something Wonderful, the clues in the title, from The King and I, which is on the recall list for GSA. So a fab song for doing your audition recall, but also for doing your audition in the first place, or for just singing. It's the most wonderful, wonderful song. So let's get singing. I am a classically trained vocal coach who loves legit musical theatre. Well, I love all musical theatre, but especially the legit, especially Rodgers and Hammerstein. They are just the most incredible songwriters. And if you are new to this channel, why not do the YouTubey things and like, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications, because you're going to love this video. And if you do ring that bell and if you are subscribed, you're not going to miss out on any future videos. So in this video, like all Practice Hub videos, we are going to look at the 4 fundamentals of good singing to build the foundations for singing this song. So first of all, we're going to look at the rhythm of the song, really get that ingrained in our bodies so that we know exactly how the music is flowing. We know what's going on. We can sing with confidence because we've built that foundation. Then we're going to move on and look at the notes, and I'm going to do some lovely interval exercises to some pretty strange noises. I love doing strange noises, but these are exercises that you can follow. You can pause, rewind, do them as many times as you like, because they really are going to grow your voice, which will then help you sing the song better. Then we will look at those words, those wonderful words, and find the most effective, the strongest, the bestest vowel sound for the words. It's a very open vowel-y sound. The legit songs, legit musical theatre technique, it's much more open vowel, traditional classical singing when compared to modern contemporary musical theatre. So we will look at that, getting the best out of the voice. And then finally, for the magic dust that we need to sprinkle at the end, we're going to look at phrasing. This song's incredible, and we're just going to see how we can get the most out of that phrasing, get the most out of you and your performance. So the rhythm of the song is very, very steady. It starts off nice and gentle, and then it slows down ever so slightly as the verse comes in. But for that beginning recit, we're just going to go this speed. So let's just breathe in and out to this beat. In, 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4, and in. 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4. It may seem silly, but it's not. Honestly, we underestimate the importance of getting to know the rhythm, and you really shouldn't. Always start with the rhythm, because like I said, we work on the 4 fundamentals, not 5, the 4 fundamentals when we do look at all of these songs. The first fundamental being powering that sound through our breathing, and our breathing comes as we feel the rhythm of the song. So feel that rhythm. And then it can slow down slightly for the verses. So we're just going to slow it down a little bit, and breathing in again, and breathing out again, and breathing in and out. You are, if you're doing this as an audition, you are in charge of going up to that accompanist and telling them exactly how fast you want it, what speed you want, where you want it to slow down, where you want it to speed up, and just go out there and just click your fingers or sing it through to them or something to give them an idea. They're not necessarily going to know. I mean, there are so many different versions out there. People sing them in their own different way, in their own different keys, and this is your audition, so you tell them. And if you're just performing this song, again, you tell them how you want it, how fast you want it. It's really, really nice to do that recit and then slow it down, get into that little gentle, that more expressive way of singing. So highlight that. It's a good a good thing to do. So now that we have that rhythm ingrained in us, let's look at the notes. Now there are many, 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 many different keys in this song, but I'm going to be starting it on a B. So that recit, what is a recit? It's a recitative, and in opera it is the kind of like the bit, there's lots of words in it. It's telling a bit of a story at a faster pace before you get into the aria, before you get into the song. The words tend to be around one note. Maybe they go up slightly, but it's all quite simple and ploddy. You do not want to make it ploddy. We will come on to that later on. But yes, fall in love with that B. So just do it to a do for the moment. And when you're singing a do like that, just be flicking your tongue behind your teeth to get that break in the sound. Don't go do 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 do. Yeah, I'm just flicking my tongue. That bit, whatever that bit's called, you know, at the top of your teeth, top of your back teeth, that bit that kind of sticks out into your weird bit. Do 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 do. Remember that we're breathing nice and low. We're breathing right down into our powerhouse where all our support muscles are. And then from that B, we're going to go up to the F sharp, which is a perfect fifth. So we're going to go do, 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 do. Again, we're just doing it to a do for now. Do, 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 do. And then up to the G, because that's the key. It's in G major. So, you find that this, the F sharp, quick theory lesson. So the F sharp in G major is the leading note. It is the seventh, and hear it. It wants to, when you're in the key of G, the seventh wants to resolve up to that G. So it's a natural thing. Well, it's natural in the Western world of musical theory, but yes, you want to go up to that G. And then we're getting into the tune. Now, this is where I wanted to do very specific vowel sounds. I want us to do an oo with our mouths, but then at the back of your throat, you're going to be doing a kind of like an ah. So, ooh, form the oo, and sing an ah. Do you feel your soft palate lifting? And then, so you feel the soft palate lifting up at the back of your throat, and you feel all that lovely space. But then in terms of the resonance, it's quite flat and forward, kind of as if it's coming out through, you can feel buzzing here, but also it's coming kind of through right between your eyebrows, between there. And we start up here. So the melody, we're going to sing that to that weird oh. Ready? Ooh. And again. Ooh. Feel it lift. Have some lovely slides in there too. Ooh. One more time for luck. Ooh. Awesome job. Now I'm going to do this bit. Again, to the oo with that R sound. We're going to do a lot of this because, as I said, for legit musical theatre, this is where you'd like that bright resonance, and it suits this song so much. And again, feel that soft palate. So here we go. more time. Remember with this video, pause, rewind, go over these loads and loads of times. It's really going to help build. The next interval pattern. Oh my gosh, don't you just love Rodgers and Hammerstein? Ready? Ready with the ooh-ah? Again. And then it goes into the tune again, so we can just do that. Oh my gosh, this is such a gorgeous melody. And the next bit I want to look at is this bit. Again, ooh-ah. And very, very, very good. It then goes into the middle 8 bit, the kind of the bridgy bit that goes. And then back into the tune. So let's do that bit too. These are really, really important exercises to do. It's really, really important to strip back a song to the notes, find that lovely, lovely placement that when we put the words in, we don't get caught out with silly vowels and silly consonants. So an R and an oo. One more time. And then this bit. One more time. Sorry, I knocked up the piano there. I'm not a pianist, but you get the gist. I really would. I'd just keep pausing this video and keep rewinding and keep singing those bits in that oh, the ooh mouth with the R sound at the back of your throat. Oh. My tongue also is just gently touching the back of my bottom teeth. Oh. Yeah, so you feel that soft palate lifted. You can feel a sort of buzzing, maybe even a slight ringing in your ears as well. I mean, I've got tinnitus, but yeah, that's when you know that it's in that place. You've got that lovely space. The breath is coming through. You've got the support of your powerhouse. You've nailed it. Okay, and then the words, and we want lovely, lovely open vowels for this. We don't want to get tripped up with those pesky consonants, and also we don't want to have them too nasal. And some of these words do have a tendency to be nasal. Now, when it comes to vowel placement, it all depends on your kind of your natural accent and where your voice resonates naturally as to where you place it, how much work you've got to do inside your vocal tract, inside your mouth. Because if you've got quite a nasal voice, maybe you normally talk like this, you want to pull it back slightly. If you've got quite a deep, chesty voice, you want to pull it forward slightly and get a little bit more nasal. You want some balance, right smack bang in the middle. I just whacked the piano there, but yes, smack bang in the middle, with some lovely flat-ish open vowels. So this is a man who thinks with his heart. We don't want to have the I. We want to have more of a the. So you're not going to go this, you're going to go this. Yeah? Just dull that vowel ever so slightly. It's not going to come out to the audience as this. It's going to sound like this, if that makes sense. So you're going to sing this, but you're going to think and you're going to form I at the front, okay? This is a man. Just practice that over and over. This is a man. This is a man. This is a man. Same for thinks. Thinks with his heart. Heart. Ah. This is a man who thinks with his heart is not always wise. I would do this if you've got a piano. Just do this. This is a man who thinks with his heart is not always wise. This is a man who stumbles and falls, but this is a man who tries, etc. Then when we're getting to the big moment, so long as you live, we're going, is that bit. Long, ong, ong. You can do that gorgeous thing that we always do, that to make an O into an R. Long as you live. If, tongue forward, if. Again, dull it slightly. Long as you live. Bring the vibrato in later on. This is a wonderful expressive note. So start off with a flat note that then comes in with vibrato later on. It'll just be mwah, beautiful for the audience, beautiful for you, and yeah, just show off your voice. So I'm not going to go into every single vowel sound for this, but just as a rule of thumb, dull them slightly and open them. Keep them nice and open at the back of your throat. Have your jaw nice and relaxed too. He will not always say. A little bit dull, but then what you can do to brighten it, so you're going to make the vowel sound and the vowel shape in your mouth dull like that, tongue forward, out the way, but make it brighter with your eyes. Smize, like Tyra Banks would say. He will not always say what you would have him say, etc. So it's very much hey, hey, but now and then he'll say something wonderful. If you warmed up, like I suggested, to that ooh sound, oh, you will find that your voice is going to slot right back in there with these different vowel sounds, with these consonants. If you just think, oh, how was it feeling when I was doing that sound, when I was doing that exercise, when I was singing it through to the ooh, oh, he will not always say, etc. And in fact, you could do it like that. You could take it line by line by line. Oh, hello. Line by line by line and do oh, but now and then he'll say something wonderful. Yeah? The difficult thing, I would say, is that we always want to run before we can walk. We want to go straight in there with the words, straight in there with our wonderful performance. But by breaking it down and really putting in these steps, kind of foundations, exercises to build the strength, to get that placement nailed, it really helps. It does absolute wonders for the voice. And finally, the magic dust, and I'm going to talk about phrasing because it's just something wonderful in this song. Song title says it all, doesn't it? So with phrasing, you want to think about your entrances and your exits. So a phrase basically is a sentence, is a line. So this is a man who thinks with his heart is not always wise. This is a man who stumbles and falls, but this is a man who tries. So first of all, just say the line, speak the line to the rhythm, and just start. This is a man who thinks with his heart is not always wise. This is a man who stumbles and falls, but this is a man who tries. Why am I doing this? Well, because there are two ways I like to think of a phrase. The first is like a washing line. All the pegs on the washing line are the notes. So basically you're just singing through. It's just a flat line. Okay, you might have a high note, you might have a low note, but it's all on that same line. Or you could think about you're stirring the biggest pot of Christmas pudding or treacle, something where there is that resistance. So you kind of, it's not just going to be a smooth, easy stir. No, there's got to be a little bit of push and pull. And you think about that push and pull as your breath coming out. Always resist the escapement. Always resist your escaping breath. You've got to control that breath as it's coming through, and that's what we mean by resistance. So whatever works for you, it could be that, or it could be that. But again, quite often, if we do the physical or the visual cues, it helps us with our singing. This is a man who thinks with his heart is not always wise. Or, this is a man who thinks with his heart is not always wise. So that's essential when it comes to phrasing, but also it's the entrances and the exits. Now on piano music, phrases are written with a big bracket that goes over the notes. Whoosh. So you come in slightly gently and then you might tail off again at the end. Now don't be too obvious with this, This is a man who thinks with his heart is not always wise. No, that's not what I mean by a gentle entry and just a smooth exit. Just kind of have the breath coming through on that first note, that first word. Ever, it's just like a nanomilli gazillion second before the beat. This is a man who thinks with his heart is not always wise. And just ever slightly, just do a little tail. Sometimes with phrasing we do want to come in hard, we do want to end hard, but for this song, it's all about that gentle. You can hear it in the accompaniment, you want to be gentle. He will not always say what you would have him say, but now and then he'll say something wonderful, etc. Have a play. As always with your singing, I encourage you to have a play and to find that sweet spot. Find what you think is the most beautiful sound, the most beautiful phrase, because if you buy into that, it's going to come across to your audience. So there we go, that was the Practice Hub for Something Wonderful. I hope that you have a lot of takeaways. If you have any further questions, anything you'd like me to clarify, anything else you'd like to add, please let me know in the comments. Also, let me know what song you'd like me to do in the Practice Hub next, and what topic you'd like me to talk about on this channel. And if you are not already, please like and subscribe, ring that bell for future videos, and I will sing with you soon. Bye! Bing!